everyone. I am back because Haiti is on my heart right now. I have a lot of questions, a lot of how can we help even though we're not there? How can we help if we have a loved one there? Or have we, if we were from there? I'm not. I'm Canadian. But I have a lot of questions because for me, it's not just a state of emergency that was put in place because gangs are taking over the cities or large part of the country or whatever the case may be. I saw different things as I was digging into this deeper about gangs taking over 80-90% of Port-au-Prince. And that is, for me, that's not necessarily a gang issue. That's a civil unrest. That is the makings of a civil war. Those are people that are standing up for something that they passionately believe in, passionately desire, and feel like that's the only way that they can do it. Why is that? Why is it that those people feel like the only way that they can be heard is through violence? What was the root of that situation? How did it get to that point? It's a good question. If you know, put a comment down. Spread this. Let's talk about this, because there's a lot of talk about if the US elections go a certain way, it is breeding right now an opportunity for a civil war. So, is that what we want? No. Do people feel passionate enough to go beyond a line and become violent in order to feel heard? When it's done in a group like that, it can pull you into a chaotic state, a chaotic energy, where you find yourself doing things and being part of things and being part of the planning of things and doing those things when you maybe wouldn't have done it if you had a different opportunity, where you felt heard, where you felt you empowered to make change in a different way. So, how does Haiti get from that chaos energy to an empowered making change for themselves as individuals? And as each individual is empowered to make change, the country shifts into an empowered, thriving country. So what got it there? Why is there a limiting energy in Haiti? Well, there's history there. There is slavery. There is a trying to break free of a poverty mindset, a poverty ancestral lineage. But there's people that are doing that. There's people that in that country that have been known to be change makers, inventors, artists, changing the government structure alone and breaking free of certain governing bodies and creating opportunities so that it's a democratic vote, an election, an elected government is huge. Now, the problem right now is that Prime Minister Henri, has had the opportunity to bring forth an election, which was supposed to be brought forth in 2022. And it's 2024 and still hasn't happened. So in 2022, I think it was, he declared that he was going to put an end to gang violence. Now, by stating that, did he incite, inflame, create friction that led to this point? I don't think so. Because there is vigilante groups that are trying to create change. And they're considered gang related also. Anyone that would be protesting in a large group would be considered gang related also. Because they're organized and formed. If you want to get down to the root of it. So, they just may not be fully working together on a consistent basis. But maybe as this delay of an election goes, the people are not feeling heard. And it's creating a rising a disharmony within each person. I need to be heard. I need a new government. I need this. I need that. I need change. And the delay in that election isn't helping the situation. It's people, ancestors fought hard to be able to have an elected government. And every day that this election is delayed just digs into that energy that's not healed yet and creates more discord, more separation, more anger, more frustration. So that's one. What do we do? Well, I don't have any contacts in Haiti. What can the people do? Call the government. Ask for the election. Explain why. Write letters. And I don't mean just adults. I mean children. Make it a writing project for school. Writing a letter to your government representative asking for an election so that you can have a right to vote. So your parents can have a right to vote. Why not? Explain the benefits of that election. Explain what you desire to have life look like, feel like in Haiti when you're living there. Explain the change that you want to see. Explain the change that you want to see to your government representative in a letter. Flood the government mail system with written documentation, written letters telling them exactly what change you want to see. Why not? Why not? Why can't every country do that? Why can't every person in every country do that? And follow the bill changes. Follow the changes the governments make. Follow where they place the money. And see if they actually put their actions to the words that they said when they were in the running for election. Governments have the power to kill an economy or boost it. My question is I did some research because industry in Haiti is actually I had a lot of questions around it. And I'm wondering if the uprising that people have are because they feel limited in their opportunities for earning an income or sustaining or thriving in life. So, as an industrial engineer, I went, okay, well, what are the leading industries in Haiti? So, here's what I was told. Beverages, they produce beverages, butter, cement, detergent, edible oils, flour, refined sugar, soap, and textiles. Okay. Apparently there is 20 manufacturing plants from China that make clothing. So China's invested in Haiti as a subcontracting. They've expanded their companies into Haiti and invested in that country. Perfect. But I find it interesting because they're the leading industries. The leading industries in Haiti include edible oils, okay? But yet, one of the things that they import is like a cooking oil. So, the whole point of sustaining a life in a certain country is to be able to sustain with your in-country resources. And importing, there's nothing wrong with importing, but why are you importing if you have the resources or the ability to grow, or like if you don't have the ability to grow certain oils or certain products in agriculture, then fine. Import it. But so their leading industries is flour, okay? But they import wheat because apparently they don't have enough ability to grow enough to support their own population. But yet they export flour. Are they allowed to grow enough wheat? And keep that in country to feed, to help feed the people? Or are they being forced by government to export a certain amount and then have to import more? Where's the money? Who's benefiting from that? Same sort of questions I have when it comes to the Canadian government. We have oil here, but yet we export to refine it and then bring it back. Why aren't we refining it here? There's money in that. But who benefits from that money? And what's the cost? Is the cost worth it? And the cost isn't just about money. The cost is about if there's limitations on what something can be done or what can be done. Going back to Haiti. If there's limitations in agriculture that are government driven, in any way, that are limiting production and growth and sustainability in agriculture, and the industries that rely on that agriculture on the back end. And that's not just manufacturing from a raw to a processed. That is also your bakeries, your restaurants, your grocery stores. It also includes your inventors. There is a thought process that goes in is if you're limiting one, are you also limiting others? Are you limiting the expansion and growth of other industries by limiting one industry? Are you limiting the collaboration between industries because of a mindset that you haven't thought of? What is the root of the limitations that have happened How can you break free of those limitations and sustain the in-country economy? Not necessarily looking at a global impact, but create the ripple effect inside your country first. And that will naturally grow out from a global perspective. What can you do sitting in your home? Sitting in Haiti right now. What can you do as an individual to make change? To influence government without violence? To establish change within your own life? And it's getting creative. It's looking within and going, how can I make a difference to my life? And if that's a letter to your government representative, outlining exactly what you would need and why you would need it. Not asking necessarily for a handout. Because people make change little bits at a time by being creative. And I'm going to actually, you can do the search yourself, because I came across a Haitian teen who, his name is, he's from Port-au-Prince. He was 18 years old in 2019, so he's young 20s now. His name is Wens Dimanche. And he's an inventor. He uses recycled products. And he's an inventor. He makes remote controlled loaders and trucks made of scrap metal. He's an inventor. And the more Haiti encourages and empowers inventors and creators and designers and people that are living out their passion to try and help their own communities, their own country, and they're not limited in doing that, it will thrive. It will thrive. Now, Wens, he got known for inventing during COVID, he invented a pedal that, it was a pedal driven tap from a bucket of water, so that people that were coming to visit him, or people in his neighborhood, would be able to just wash their hands with a bar of soap and a bucket of water without touching a tap and spreading the virus. And that's what he got known for. Now, he was an inventor before that, in his teens, but that was in 2019, before the pandemic, here in North America. He made change in his community. Positive ripple effect. What can you do yourself to make change within Haiti? Do you know somebody from Haiti? Do they know the industries? Do they know the limitations that have happened and where change could help the country? What could government do to empower people instead of limiting them? And we're not talking about handouts of money. Government policy changes. What limits businesses? What limits people? What limits opportunity? It's food for thought. We want freedom forward for Haiti. And we want it done in a peaceful way, in a diplomatic way, empowering the voices, but not in a violent way. How can we shift from a need to have a violent uprising into a more, we're willing to hear you, we're willing to work for you, we're willing to empower you to make change. This is your chance, people of Haiti. Type of government. It's possible. But what's it going to take to shift from where they are now to that point? Time will tell. Can you make a difference? Do you have something speaking to your heart, burning to try and get out? Do you have those contacts in country to be able to make a difference? Take care, everyone. Much love. Do like, share, subscribe. Let's see if we can find a way to make a difference in a way that is creating change, empowering change. Much love.